Now in this lesson we'll learn about VBA grammar, or how VBA does its work, and we're going to refer them to be grammars. Okay, so first off, let's start off by creating a macro, but we will start with the basic macros, or starting or making a macro from scratch in the next lesson. So first off, let's just start recording one of this macro, which is going to be that. Why isn't it opening up? Okay, let's just delete one of them. Let's just delete that. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do first is start recording a macro. So first off, when I record a macro, just start it. Now what I'm gonna do is add in something from here. Just I'm going to home. I'm gonna add in a column. So insert, my bad, insert sheet column. And now I'm gonna add in headings, or whichever or who belongs here. I'm gonna add in a row too. So I'm gonna do is insert sheet row. So I'm gonna do is put names. I'm gonna bold it, Control B, and now I'm gonna do is add in some names. Lucy, Anna, Grace, Edward, Raymond, and maybe another one, Gilbert. Okay, so I'm gonna do is, okay, my bad, I'll just bold all of them. And now I'm gonna do is add in something like injury, place, location, to is under age. Okay, now as all of them are done, now I'm gonna do is align all of them to be in the middle. Now as my macro is now scripted, I'm just gonna stop it, and now what I'm gonna do is open up VBA, and now you can see that there are a lot of data right over here, and this is macro 3. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. Now what I'm gonna do is run all of them by using steps, like step into, which I used in the previous lesson. So I'm gonna do first is, first off, from sorting and filtering, I had these options, or these, which I use. Control C again. I'm gonna just paste it right over there. I'm just gonna paste it right over here, okay, so that you can see that all the differences that I made. So what I'm gonna do first is, you can see that there are a lot of things which I entered right over here. So what I'm gonna do is just, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6. It is also 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, I had 7, but don't, never mind. I'm just gonna open another one, and I'm gonna do is run the macro. Run, my bad, just go to VB, and then I'm gonna start entering the codes one by one. So I'm gonna do is step into A1 selection entire column, insert. You can see that this has inserted another column, and you can see that the codes are in a specific way, or the specific way of entering code. You can see that there is a code called range, and then open parenthesis, and then double quotation AL, then dot select. So we're going to refer to them as grammars. Okay, so first comes the object, which is the range, or the cell which I'm using right now. It's also a range. Okay, so range was A1, so it just started off with A1. You can see that it started off with A1. Okay, A1, and then going, and then it started with name. There was an active cell dot formula. This is an object. So objects can be your cell, your column, your row. It can also be named as range, maybe your table, maybe your chart, or maybe whichever you refer to them as objects. So it is an object. My bad. I'm gonna do is open up VBA again. then VBA, and then the modules which was selected. So it can be, I described all of the objects. There might be like different types of objects too, so you don't have to worry about that. Now what I'm gonna do is describing that object, which can be termed as adjectives. Okay, so I'm referring to them as grammar, so we're gonna stick to the course. So the thing or the adjective will be, what are you going to do with it? So an example, you have this range A1, so what I'm going to do with it is just select that range. Okay, so you can see that this has run the range 1 selected A1, and then selection entire column or insert. This is the one, and this is also an adjective or whatever you call it. So next thing which we're gonna do, or which we're gonna refer to, is the verb. Okay, my bad. So adjectives will be the description of the cell or the object. Okay, so it might be A1, or it might be whichever cell you're referring to, or how it looks like, or what are you gonna add, or what might be the format. Okay, an example, if you add in a formula right over here, or maybe add in a format. An example, let's go down, you will see that there is a format, okay, which is bold, and that's false, but selection bold font is true. So we can refer to that as adjective, okay, because it looks bold. But you can see that there's an insert or selection of entire column or adding in. You can refer to them as to be verbs. Okay, and you can see that there are also like a lot of things. Let's go step into, you will see that you will add them one by one. We're adding them and selecting all of them and making them bold, and now you can see that all of them have been done. Okay, now it just ended. Well, that is how it works. This is an extra one, so you don't have to worry about this one. We had 6 of them. Now, so as you know, the basics or the grammar of VBA right now, so what we're gonna do is just jump off to the course or jump off to the lesson where we're gonna learn about making macro from scratch. Okay, now let's move on to the next lesson.